Hello, I'm Kristen Lee, and you're on Vlogmas Day 3.
Day 4,
and
Chris,
I am
not Day 3.
Actually at the end of my day. The footage that I tried to shoot through the day was at the beginning. I was much perky. I should have done it then, but this is how you get me now. I'm making dinner, and the challenge today was to go by my notes. Tell a story about your favorite holiday foods, share and cook a recipe, or make a recipe from a new cookbook. So if you watched yesterday's, I had so much hope, so much just joy getting this book. But it's geared for Halloween. Now, I should have known this. I should have. But I was hoping like it was going to have Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I don't know if you can see my back, but the theme. A little spooky, a little holiday. No. There's like pumpkin stuff. And then I want to talk to the committee that made the dessert section because it doesn't blend. Like the textures and the, I don't know, just my sensory memory is like, no, that doesn't go together. For instance, you're going to see that I made like my attempt at Jack Skellington's Sandy Claus cupcakes. They wanted me to make red velvet cupcakes from scratch, which fine, but I didn't have time for that. I used the box. And then they wanted cream cheese frosting. They wanted chocolate chips. They wanted candy corn, which that wasn't going to happen, so that's why they got a little dot on their nose. And then they wanted me to take sour strips and make like a top hat with it. And I decided to use a strawberry and a marshmallow for the little puffy part of a Santa Claus hat. Because all I kept thinking was, who put this together? Like, you're putting sour, sprinkly stuff on cream cheese frosting on red velvet. Because you're going to pick the, other stuff off. But the sour stuff is going to get into the frosting. So I'm like, I got to beef with that. I don't like that. So I changed it. And then the wreaths, I haven't made Rice Krispie treats in forever. So I didn't put enough dye. I'm pretty sure I needed more butter. They only called for 3 tablespoons of butter. And I'm like, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. What was the other issue? And I was gonna make like the wreaths that tried to eat people. These things. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, my dad's bringing it to work. What if they don't understand it? Just because I love Nightmare Before Christmas doesn't mean they're gonna love it. So I made just wreaths. So, but I did the challenge. I did something new. I got a little crafty with it. I'm also going to show footage from tomorrow because I'm going to be making banana bread, oatmeal, chocolate chip raisin cookies, and a Vloggerino sent all of the Christmas card people in the group a fudge recipe. So I've been dying to learn how to make fudge, and it's her family recipe, so, and she swears by it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with what you're going to tell me what to do. So I'm going to attempt that. So fingers crossed, and I'll check in tomorrow. See you soon. Ta-da! Ooh, don't fall. All right. What I was trying to achieve. what I took creative liberty to make. I kind of like my little wreaths. Smells so good. I can't wait. All right, not too shabby. I made like a makeshift thing. You're up on a table hooked up to my like tripod thing, but also hooked up to a kid's camping chair. So MacGyver got nothing on me. So today is wind up of day 4. I baked since I pretty much woke up this morning. I made banana bread and oatmeal chocolate chip raisin cookies, and I also made, oh, the fudge. Vlogarinos that got cards. Make that recipe. It is so good. Speaking of vlogarinos and cards, I got one from Alaska. Look. It's from Cheyenne. If I butchered your name, I am super sorry. So, yeah, I really like this challenge. I'm hoping that I can make my video look decent. I tried some new things. I'm hoping that it comes together. I really like, excuse me, ma'am, I am filming. You hear those birds? I bet you they're yelling at me, because birds hate me. They absolutely hate me. Like, I go to the zoo, I'll pet an elephant, a giraffe, whatever. I won't go into the bird enclosure. I'll go around. Anyway. But yeah, I'm proud of myself that I did it. I'm proud of myself that I have a bunch of food for my dad to bring in tomorrow for his team. I guess if there's a tradition to it, I've been baking for at least my dad's cruise since I was a teenager. I'd have friends come over, we'd have baking parties, we'd have baking sleepovers. I always loved the smell of cookies in the house. When I had the daycare, you know, it was just fun to make sugar cookies and have them frosted, and just the whole making moments kind of feel to it. I had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun with my little brother yesterday, letting him decorate his own little cake and count out all of the sprinkles that didn't really make it on the cake. Like, they went into the frosting and then he ate them. But yeah, I love this time of year, and I do get tired, but I love to entertain. Which is so weird because I have social anxiety. The people part I kind of struggle with, but the prep and baking and all of that and setting up, and I love that part. I don't even mind taking down and cleaning up afterwards. And I always have fun once I warm up to whoever's there. There's always somebody that I kind of know. But yeah. And then on Saturday, we're going to have little tiny get together. My stepmom is having coworkers come over with their families, and we're gonna have a little spread. And I'm so glad that I had bought all this tech stuff, because when I started doing lives on Facebook, I wanted to be professional and I wanted to learn how to do stuff. So I got like backdrop holders and backdrops and just a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, I only go live maybe once a month, if that. So now I have reasons to use them. But yeah, I am going to pre-film today for the next one. I am going to take a little page out of another Vlogarinos book, and I'm gonna do a wardrobe change. I'm gonna keep this makeup on though. Kind of liking it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.